Gyda sylwebedd Saesneg ar y botwm coch nawr ar S4C, rownd derfynol tlws Adran Genero yn fyw o Barc Latham y Drenewydd. Abertawe yn erbyn y Seintiau Newydd. English language commentary is available during this match by pressing the red button.
Dyma lwybr cyfarwydd, mae Abertawe wedi troedio cymaint o weithiau erbyn hyn. Wrth i hen bennau'r elyrch anelu i godi tlws yr adran am y trydydd tro yn ei hanes. Tra bod hyn yn dir newydd i'r Seintiau Newydd achos heddiw, maen nhw'n chwarae mewn rownd derfynol am y tro cyntaf yn hanes y clwb. Y Seintiau yw'r tîm sydd wedi synnu pawb y tymor hwn, ond yn sefyll rhwngtho nhw a'r tlws yw'r her o giro un o'r clybiau fwyaf llwyddiannus yn hanes gêm y menywod yng Nghymru. Honi off te rownd derfynol tlws yr adran yn fyw o'r dre newydd a'r cyfan yn fyw i chi fan hyn ar S4C. Croeso mawr ato ni. Mae'n braf iawn cael eich cwmni chi, a mae rai fi weid, ni mewn cwmni arbennig o dda heddi. Cyn ymosodwr Cymru, Gwenan Harris, ac wrth gwrs mae'r ffenest trosglwyddo wedi cied erbyn hyn, ond i ni wedi wneud super signing fan hyn ar sgorio, achos mae chwaraewr canol ca Wrexham, Lily Jones, wedi ymuno'r tîm. Lily, croeso mawr ato ni.
Diolch yn fawr i chi.
Nawr ti yw'r person perffaith i gael ar y rhaglen heddi, achos nes ti ware yn erbyn y Seintiau Newydd yng nghanol yr wythnos. Nid jyst chwarae, ond nes ti sgorio'r gôl fuddugol. Oedd hi'n dipyn o gôl, Lily, a tipyn o fuddugoliaeth i Wrexham.
Yndi, canlyniad gwych i ni, cadw'r freuddwyd o'r pedwar uchan yn fyw. Ac ia, am ffordd iawn i wneud ond i cipio'r 3 points a mynd â ni fewn i'r gêm nesaf erbyn Abertawe.
Mae'n ddiamhongar iawn, nag yw i Gwenan.
Ydy. Wel, fi'n credu mae highlight reel o llwyth o goliau fel yna gyda ti, so cadw nhw fynd. Enjoyo.
Nawr Gwenan, fel o'n i'n gweud, tlws cynta'r tymor fydd yn cael i ennill heddi. A o be ni wedi gweld pan mae'r ddau dîm yma wedi cwrdd yn y gorffennol tymor hwn, mae hon yn mynd i fod yn ddiddorol heddi.
Ydy, mae'n cyffroes iawn. Mae'n hyfryd i gweld Seintiau fan hyn am y tro gyntaf, yn amlwg mae profiad mawr gyda Abertawe. Ond mae'r Seintiau wedi ennill y ddau gêm tymor yma, felly maen nhw'n drefnus, ond fel wedi Abertawe gyda profiad, fydd e'n difyr iawn.
Yn bendant, ffili aros i'r gic gynta yna. Wel, y cwestiwn mawr yw, pwy fydd yn cael ei dwylo nhw ar y tlws yma? Felly gadewch i ni glywed gan y ddau rheolwr. Maen nhw wedi bod yn siarad gyda'n gohebydd ni, Nicky John.
Well, Shauna, first silverware of the season up for grabs this afternoon, and a proud moment for the club to be in your first final.
Yeah, it's really exciting for everyone involved, not just us as players and staff, but the whole entire club. And hopefully, come full time, it is the silverware that we've got our hands on, but most importantly, it's done with the support of everyone that should be here today. So, really exciting day for all of us involved.
Preparation's been good. Obviously, we've had a 3-game week, so it's been a difficult one in terms of periodising the week. But we're ready to play. We're here. It's a cup final, and we'll give everything that it takes to win a game.
Now, you've described TNS as a thorn in your side previously this season. How do you go about making sure that's not the case this afternoon?
We stick to the game plan. We stay committed to what we're capable of doing, and we show a lot of personality without the ball to make sure that we limit their threats and take our chances, and we'll be in a good place.
Internally, we are confident and we know what we're more than capable of, but when you look at the bigger picture, when you come up against a club like Swansea City, the history speaks for itself. So on a day like today, when it's our first cup final and it's not theirs, and they've had their hands on this trophy, so there's a lot that we need to learn from today, but we are filled with confidence, and I do believe we are the underdogs, and hopefully we can go all the way.
A first final for yourself as manager, Jamie, but not for this side. An opportunity to win this trophy for the 3rd time this afternoon. What will your message be to the girls before they head out there this afternoon?
Play for the player in front of them, play for the player beside them, and play for the player behind them. That's it.
Fab. Diolch yn fawr iawn, Jamie. Good luck.
Diolch, thank you.
Y neges gan Jamie Sherwood yn un syml iawn felly. Reit, Gwenan, o ran y Seintiau, ni wedi dwlu watcha nhw hyd yn hyn tymor yma, ond un gwendid yn bendant sydd ganddyn nhw. Maen nhw wedi bod yn ildio goliau hwyr mewn gemau yn ddiweddar, gan gynnwys gol Lily. esgus i ni wel hwnna eto yn y man, ond y gol yma hefyd yn erbyn Llansawel nath orffen yn 2 gol yr un. Mae rhai nhw canolbwyntio heddi a neud yn siŵr bod hwnna ddim yn digwydd.
Oes, ie, fi'n credu falle mae hwnna'n dod gyda diffyg profiad, maen nhw'n carfan ifanc iawn, nwedig falle'r gol yna ble os oes dim pwysau ar y bel, mae angen nhw sicrhau bod nhw'n gallu darllen hwnna, maen nhw'n compoddi ar. A wedyn, fel wedyn ni, gol campus chwarae teg, sy'n lot yn gallu gwneud hwnna, ond falle ddim roi lle iddyn nhw, a falle jyst gwybod sut i reoli'r gêm yn yr adegau gywir, lle bach o tiriogaeth yn y hanner olaf o'r ail hanner, ond mae hwnna'n dod gyda profiad.
Lili fel, chwaraewr, be mae fe wedi bod fel yn wara yn erbyn y seintiau tymor yma?
Ydy, fel mae Gwenna'n dweud, maen nhw'n tîm ifanc, ond maen nhw'n dechnegol, maen nhw'n ffit, a maen nhw efo'r awydd yna i ennill. So maen nhw'n dim anodd i chwarae'n erbyn, a dwi'n gweld nhw'n rhoi battle da i'r Abertawe heddiw.
Gwenna'n, ti'n efo sôn am diffyg profiad y seintiau o bosib. Mae'n stori hollol wahanol i Abertawe. Maen nhw wedi ennill popeth. Ti'n meddwl am rai o'r chwaraewyr yn y garfan yna. Ni'n meddwl am Katie Hosford, Stacey John Davies, Nia Jones, hyd yn oed mor gyfarodd a achlasuron mawr. Jyst yn seicolegol faint o hwb mae hwnna'n mynd i fod yn nhw.
Ie, fi'n credu mae'n rhoi'r edge mewn ffordd wrth adeiladu mewn i'r gêm, falle dechrau, a wedyn y degau gwahanol o fewn y gêm, achos ni'n gwybod bod momentum yn newid ar y degau, a maen nhw falle mynd i gallu reoli y newidiadau yna bach yn well, achos mae'r profiad gyda nhw. Ond fi wastad yn gweud, mae'n rhaid chi ennill profiad rhywsut. Tro gyntaf i Seintiau bod yn y sefyllfa yma, a fi'n siŵr newn nhw elwa boed yn ennill neu colli heddiw, o'r ffaith bod nhw fan hyn yn ennill y profiadau. Ond ie, Abertawe sy'n jyst gyda'r edge yn y modd yna, bys ni'n gweud.
Ie, mae hwnna'n bwynt da, achos wrth gwrs, hwn yw'r tro cyntaf i'r Seintiau wara mewn rownd derfynol, Lili. Pa mor bwysig yw bod nhw'n joio heddi hefyd, achos fel oedd Siona rheolwr yn gweud, nhw yw'r underdogs.
Does na'm teimlad fath o chwarae mewn ffeinal, a bydd o'n haws iddyn nhw heb dim pressure. Sa chdi'n disgwyl i Abertawe cymryd y gwpan, ond TNS efo bob dim i chwarae am hefyd.
O gewn ni weld Lili Gwennan. Diolch yn fawr iawn am y tro. Wel, i ni bron yn barod i fynd fan hyn yn y dre newydd. Mae'r cefnogwyr yn sicr yn barod dwlu ar y earmuffs gyda llaw. Y gic gyntaf i ddod mewn cwpl o funudau rhwng y Seintiau Newydd ac Abertawe ymunwch â ni wedi'r egwyl. Croeso nôl ato ni rownd derfynol tlws yr adran. Abertawe yn herio'r seintiau newydd yn fyw ar S4C i chi Brynhawn yma ac i ni'n agosau at y gic gyntaf na chwaraeo'r canol cae. Wrexham, Lily Jones yn cadw cwmni fi. Reit, Lily yn gloi iawn, pen ar y bloc, pwy sy'n mynd i godi'r tlws?
Wel, dwi'n meddwl, bydd o'n gêm gyfartal. Lot o profiad yn sgwad Abertawe, ond dwi'n gweld ffitrwydd a techneg seintiau newydd yn cymryd nhw dros y llinell heddiw.
Diddorol. OK, Lily Jones yn mynd am y seintiau newydd. Lily, diolch yn fawr am dy gwmni di. Nawn ni trafod mwy hanner amser. A reminder, English language commentary is available on the red button with Dylan Ebenezer and Nia Davies. Ac yn y Gymraeg, mae Gwenan Harris wrth ochr Mike Davies.
Welcome to Latham Park. Welcome to the first final of the domestic season. Saints or Swans? That's the big question. Who's lifting the silverware? As both teams make their way onto the pitch. Cold evening here at Newtown, but we're hoping the action on the pitch warms us up. Swansea hoping to lift the trophy again, and the new Saints for the first time in their history. Intriguing matchup. Looking forward to see how this one goes, and the hats giving away the weather as well. Managers meeting each other, we've heard from them before the programme. Jamie Sherwood and Shauna Duffy. As Sean had said, Nia Davies, Wales under-19's head coach, keeping me company in the commentary position. Looking forward to this one, Nia?
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting one. Two teams that haven't faced each other in a final before, so yeah, it's going to be really good to see how this one ends up.
Yeah, the teams. So 2 changes for Swansea from their last game, 0-0 draw against Britain Ferry Llansamel midweek. So Lucy Finch and Katie Hosford coming in. And then, as far as the new Saints goes, 1 change from their team that faced Wrexham, lost against Wrexham midweek. Olivia Buckland coming in. Where are the dangers here for the new Saints, Nia?
Well, Katie Hosford's back in, so she's had a few injuries this season, but she's back in as a captain, so she's obviously going to have a presence. Yeah, and then obviously, yeah, the front 3 are always clinical in front of goal. So yeah, I think that's what they've got to really look out for.
As for the new Saints, so many new players arriving in the summer. They've made a bit of an impact this season, Nia.
Yeah, it's been really good to see TNS being more competitive in the game, in the league, but also in the cups. I think they've had like a lot of young signings that have really helped them this season. So yeah, it's great to see.
Yeah, some young players definitely starting and on the bench tonight for the new Saints. A couple of players for our viewers to keep an eye on. Lexi Jones being one of them. Only 17, scored late earlier in the season to shock the Swans.
One minute.
Cheryl Foster in the middle. We've already got a quiz question. Where was Cheryl Foster this time last week? Refereeing Man City against Arsenal Women's. 4-3 that one finished. Interesting if we have a game like that, Nia.
Yeah, it was a great game last week that she refereed, so yeah, hopefully we'll have the same this evening.
Arsenal winning 4-3, I should explain that one just in case. Here we go, the managers. Jamie Sherwood with Swansea. Lots of changes. And 2 new managers really. Jamie Sherwood coming in instead of Chris Church. And of course Shauna Duffy then taking charge of the team last summer. Been with TNS since the start of 2023. Her first season in charge of the team. Nia Jones, a familiar face as well, back in football
Whenever you're ready.
after a long period with netball. She's even played in goal this season against the new Saints. Nearly kept them out until the last minute. Had to go in goal because of an injury to the goalkeeper. So here we go. Up for the cup. Who'll be lifting the cup at the end of the 90 minutes? Or more, of course. Big question, big night for both of these teams. Swansea, 2 years without a trophy now for the Swans. They won the league 3 times in a row before that, so they'll be desperate to grab some silverware. Former champions. And as for the new Saints, maybe, Nia, it feels like another step on their journey.
Yeah, definitely. If it being their first final, I think that's a really a massive accomplishment for this year. They've obviously put resources in, and you know they're doing really well this season. So it's really nice to see a different team up there against the big hitters that have been over the years. So yeah, really good.
Strong tackle. I think we've got an. Well, I was going to say early corner. It's a goal kick. Don't think the new Saints agree. You mentioned new names. The new Saints. Britton Ferry Llansamel also doing superbly this season. They really shook it up a bit in the Genero.
Yeah, there's definitely a massive competitive.
Oh, what a mistake early on! They've scored! Huge error at the back from Swansea. What on earth was going on? The new Saints don't care. They wheel away, celebrating. Incredible moment right at the start of this game. In the first 2 minutes, Shauna Duffy, cool and composed. Well, that's nothing like the Swansea defence. A gift for Chantel Tate. Right in front of goal. No mistake. What a start, Nia.
Yeah, it's a bad pass across goal. No sort of detail in there. No accuracy, but you can see TNS is definitely up for it, and you know, they're pressing from the front. Obviously, helped that and caused a mistake, and yeah, very good from Tia there to finish it off.
Tia striking for the new Saints. Well, they've got their number this season against Swansea. But Chantel Tia scored the winner in the semi-final against Britton Ferry. Llansamel has hit a hat-trick already this season against Swansea, and she scored right at the start. Well, if there were any nerves from the young new Saints side, they're not showing it. We've got to see it again, but what on earth were they thinking in defence?
Yeah, you know, TNS have obviously come out and impressed really well, but yeah, in the first couple of minutes, you just want to try and settle, not play risky passes across the goal, which has caused Swansea a problem.
Horror show, absolute horror show for Swansea City right at the start. As you see the foul there. No surprise, free kick was given, not much in it, but stopping the counter-attack. And I suppose the one consolation is there's plenty of time to put things right. Lovely turn by the new Saints. Grace Dunkley looking strong down the left. And they started well, haven't they?
Yeah, it's a perfect start for TNS. You know, now they just need to keep possession, keep hold of the ball, maybe not force it forward like they just have, but they just need to keep possession now, settle the game. They're 1-0 up. But yeah, now Swansea have to try and do something to relieve the pressure of that 1-0.
Playing it out from the back again. Stacey John Davis trying to drag a team back into this. Certainly capable of doing that, but passes are going astray at the minute. That goal's affected them, as you'd expect.
Yeah, they do look a little bit nervy after that. Again, Swansea need to settle, have possession, get a few passes strung together, and yeah, settle. You know, there is a long way left in this game, so you know, they can come back to this. So they just need to settle a little bit and not sort of force forward.
Swansea have won this twice, 2021 and 2016. They've reached the final 6 times. They only played in 5. The explanation is COVID. The final that year was cancelled. But Jamie Sherwood must be shell-shocked after that start. Approaching 5 minutes. New Saints ahead. 1-0. Chantel Tia. I think she could believe her luck when that ball came across.
No, it's probably one of her easiest goals that she'll score this season, especially.
Saints keeping possession. Well, she's hit 6 in the league, to be fair. 12 in all competitions. Well, 13 now. Chantal Tier. So she's flying. Swansea slowly building. Given away by Pinder. Saints coming again. Both teams losing possession. Maddie Murray steps in. They're being forced back. And forced with the foul as well.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Swansea do in the midfield area. They've gone like a 3-4-3 and a flat 4. So I think Robin Pinder's going to drop in from the 9 position as a sort of a false 9. But yeah, they have to manage that because obviously TNS have got an overload in midfield. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they deal with that.
Nia Jones across again. They kept it in. So uncertain at the minute. Swansea. Stacey John Davis will try and change things, change the flow of this game. Pinder lets it go. They'll pick up possession again. Nia Jones. Her experience will be crucial now. And again, they take too much time.
Yeah, they just need to settle. They're trying to force everything. Just keep possession. Just rather than forcing it forward constantly.
Lexi Jones in possession for the New Saints, who are happy to go all the way back. Not quite all the way back. Becca Elliott in possession. The New Saints passing it out to the back. We're all a bit twitchy. And we see them passing it on the back, but they're offside there. 7 minutes gone, 1-0. The New Saints. There's the goal scorer. Tia. Number 9. Right in the spot. And if you're a number 9 in the centre of the box and someone just gifts you the chance, thank you very much, off we go. And as I said, they've really got their number this season, the New Saints. They've shocked Swansea a couple of times. Beat them 5-0 earlier in the season. They had a great start to the season, the New Saints. Shocked a lot of people. Won the last 2 against Swansea City, and again nervous at the back. They've lost possession. Here come the New Saints again. Space in the middle. Tia, the goal scorer, can she create? Well, she's got a corner. There was an opening there. They'd have looked left maybe.
Yeah, I think Caitlin Williams, obviously was at fault for the goal, and I think she needs to find composure. I think she is a little bit ruffled after that goal. So yeah, she just needs to get on the ball and do the simple passes rather than trying to go across the pitch again.
They haven't won their last 3 games, the New Saints. It's not showing in the first 10 minutes here. Dangerous corner. Swansea deal with it. It's coming back. Plenty of space down the right. Good touch as well. Well, it's a strong run. I don't think she's keeping that in, but lovely touch to start it all off by Maria Francis Jones.
Yeah, she's an experienced player. Obviously, has played for Burnley previously, and obviously Wales in the squads, youth squads, and in the seniors. So she knows what she's doing. Like, her delivery from corners are very good as well. So that will be a massive threat for Swansea, so they'll have to keep an eye on her.
Well, Charlotte Haynes in the Swansea goal probably can't believe what's going on right at the start of that game. We'll get to see the goal again in a minute, when we get a minute. Bit of danger here for the New Saints defence. Swansea, Katie Hosford, the captain, with the throw. So much experience out there when you're naming Robin Pinder. We see on screen now Katie Hosford, Stacey John Davis. They've got the players to change it. They've been so quiet at the start. 10 minutes gone. It's 1-0 New Saints ahead. We need to see it again to try and work out what actually happened. So here we go. Well, it's a gift, Leah.
Yeah, I don't really know where she's trying to play it. So obviously to the opposite centre half, but yeah, the angle's not there. She needs to turn out and play to a wide area there, not across goal.
Huge error. That's why the Saints are ahead against the Swans. And again, I know the ball went out, but there's 3 Saints players there in that area of the pitch. What are they doing well at the start of this game, apart from being ahead, of course?
Oh, just their aggression, I think. They're pressing, their energy on the pitch is clear to see. Obviously, the goals helped with that. It's obviously energised them even further. But, yeah, they look to press. They're not scared to go and sort of... cause Swansea some problems, and that's helping them at the moment. And Swansea just need to settle, compose themselves, and keep the ball for a little bit longer periods.
This run the New Saints are on, I said they haven't won in their last 3, so they lost against Wrexham Wednesday night. A late goal. Lily Jones was with us on Scoria today, right at the end, and drew against Britain Ferry Llansamel, conceding late 2-2. And the game before they lost, but that was against Cardiff 4-3. So they're playing the big teams. Britain Ferry Llansamel having a great season. Cardiff, top of the table, of course. But before that, they were on a run of 8 games without defeat. Well, they won 8 in a row. And they're off again here, causing problems. Tia in possession. Support arriving as well. Plenty of options. Chance for distance. The captain skies it. Unfortunately for Leah Lewis.
Yeah, there was another error then from the defence of Swansea. Jess Williams this time sort of taking a heavy touch, causing the problem already. And then you've seen Leah being able to sort of score from here in previous games, previous seasons, but not on target for that one.
Swansea being forced back again. Now, if the New Saints are going to lift this trophy, they're going to do it the hard way. They beat Britain Ferry Llansamel in the semi-final 3-2. Lovely skills, by the way, but 3-2. They were losing 2-0 with 10 minutes to go. Turned it around dramatically, and in the last 8 they beat Cardiff 3-2. Oh, they're through again. The New Saints goalkeeper's out quickly. Haynes is there.
Yeah, I think the front 3 of TNS are really causing problems for Swansea, because they've got the 2 wide players inverted slightly, with Lexi Jones a little bit deeper, and it's causing the 2 outside centre-backs for Swansea a problem.
And there again, crowding them out. Pinder gets possession. The minute she turns, there's 2 on her straight away, and off they go again. Lexi Jones runs into trouble. Nia Jones turns out of trouble. And you look up, as I'm sure the Swansea midfield are doing, and there's just a line of 4 defenders there for the New Saints. Even though they're pushing up, they look disciplined at the back as well. Very impressive start, but Swansea found some room down the left. No way through. Story of the half so far. And the New Saints looking lively. No problem for Haynes in the goal for Swansea City. One of the new players that arrived in the summer. Haynes, the goalkeeper. Both teams really have been very busy assembling their squads over the last 12 months or so. Huge changes with both. And here is Charlie Haynes. She was with Jamie Sherwood at Yeovil. There's a few that have arrived that have worked with the manager before. Had a nasty head injury against the New Saints in December. Had to leave after less than half an hour. Nia Jones went into goal. He was keeping them out till the end as well. But the New Saints struck. They won the last 2 against Swansea. You can get a bogey team sometimes, can't you? It feels like the New Saints maybe are Swansea's bogey team at the minute.
Well, yeah, Swansea haven't scored against them, so like today is a massive one, obviously being 1-0 down, that they have to score against them to get back into this game, obviously. But yeah, they haven't scored against them, and obviously conceded 6. It is what you said, bogey team.
Well, the 5-0 earlier on this season made everybody sit up and take notice. So they won the corner here, Swansea. So the New Saints, a few changes, but then they started the season with a bang. 5-0 against Barry, 6-1 against Aberystwyth. Suddenly you're thinking, hang on, they're going to be dangerous. But beating Swansea 5-0 earlier in the season as well, at Swansea. Massive statement. Let's see if the Swans can hit back here. Chance from a corner. Nia Jones waiting for it. Hosford lifts it. She got ahead as well. Nia Jones. She was calling for that ball. Big chance.
Yeah, that was a great driven corner by Nia Jones there. And yeah, just past the post. Sorry, from Hosford. But yeah, when you've got Nia Jones in the box, then anything could happen. But yeah, I think that was a great delivery. And if they get more chances on set plays, that's going to be a threat for Swansea.
Good chance. First chance as well. They'll feel better after that. But again, we see the New Saints breaking quickly. Nearly in. They've lost their way here. Swansea can build. Hancock's. And back they go. Swansea, 4th in the league at the minute. Only won one of the last 5 in the league.
TNS's press is very impressive at the front. They really stopped them from switching the play along the floor. You saw it then, they had to go over, and that gives them time to come across and sort of put pressure on again from either side. So they've worked it really well against the back three. So either the wing backs for Swansea need to come back deeper to help for the build, or they have to try and change something, especially in that midfield for Swansea. It'll be interesting to see if they do change it.
Pinder there, one of the players full of experience that have won this trophy before. Stacey John Davis as well has lifted it twice, scored in one of the finals as well. They've lost their way again. Incredible errors coming in. Good strong tackle in the end from Maddie Murray. And back they'll go to Haynes. Well, there's some loose passes from Swansea at the minute. They're not helping themselves out there.
Yeah, no, it's uncharacteristic of Nia Jones making an error like that when it's unopposed. But then there's quite a lot of space between every unit. So if Swansea, make a mistake, it's really hard for them to then put counter press the loose ball.
Busy weekend of cup action. First domestic trophy will be lifted here tonight. And they've done it again. They've stolen possession again. A chance from distance. What a strike! Lexi Jones. It's 2-0. What a start by the New Saints. What a goal. Swansea absolutely stunned. They haven't helped themselves, but the New Saints lethal in the first 20 minutes. It's 2-0.
Yeah, what a strike from Lexi Jones in for the second goal. Again, errors again. Just go back to the goalkeeper there. There's not any forward pass on. And then that square pass to Lexi Jones, and she's scored so many this season. And it's outside the box, but she can strike them. And yeah, she just proved that once again this season.
Olivia Buckland nicked possession. Lexi Jones stepped in. What a strike. What a start. It's staggering. She's hit 8 in 11 before tonight. You can see she's in form.
Yeah, definitely. And anyone that's watched Lexi in previous games, that right foot is a danger. So she can strike them from anywhere, really, in and around the box. So yeah, excellent to see her scoring again.
Well, even in their wildest dreams, I'm sure the New Saints wouldn't have imagined this scoreline after 20 minutes. 2-0 up against Swansea. They've beaten them 5-0 once already this season. Beaten them the last 2 games. 5-0 earlier in the season, 1-0 back in December. That was a late goal, 2 early goals here, the difference. And Jones got that late goal, actually, back in December against Swansea. 17 years old. Not bad, big moment for her.
Yeah, it's great. It's her first year of senior football. So obviously she came from the FAW North Academy. So, you know, she's been in the under-17s national squads as well. So, yeah, it's good to see her that she's competing at a senior environment. And, yeah, doing well in Cups and League.
So Buckland stole the ball. She's 17. Passed it to Lexi Jones, who's also 17. The teenagers absolutely running things at the minute. The experience of Swansea. No answer at the minute. Katie Hosford, the captain, over the ball. And they drag themselves back into this. The New Saints players are very deep at one point, and they've all jogged out. Just trying to unsettle the Swansea players. Hosford again is over it. Over the bar it goes. They've had a little chance from a corner. Wasted free kick. Jamie Sherwood trying to hide behind that scarf, I'm not sure. This is coming up next weekend. More cup action. And we're in the capital. Keira Trelai, Keira Ely welcoming the holders. Connors Key. We've beaten Barry Town already. Are we looking for a shock? Couldn't possibly comment. We're looking forward to that one. Live on S4C, they're off again, they're fast, the New Saints. They're causing all sorts of problems to Swansea City at the minute. Swansea tried to gain a bit of momentum. New Saints are just dealing with them at the minute. Now it's their turn to do some possession. Pinder across to Lauren Davis, Nia Jones flicks it on. I think the New Saints are going to deal with this. Put yourself in Jamie Sherwood's position, Nia. Would you be hiding behind that scarf as well?
Well, it's obviously not ideal being 2-0 down this early on, but again, there is time, and he just needs to look at, I think, the overload that TNS have got in central areas. It is very difficult for Swansea to find forward passes, and then TNS are jumping and pressing them very aggressively. So, yeah, I think he needs to look at that.
There they go again. Oh, look at the shirt pull, so obvious. The ref's played on Cheryl Foster, good advantage. She saw that. Tackles flying in. And the New Saints slowing things down. Sophie Phillips. I wonder if Cheryl Foster will look at that shirt pull and bring up some cards. Certainly clocked it. Just let the play go on. Saints are off again. There were two down the left there if they could have got hold of the ball. No, I don't think there'll be a yellow card. Cheryl Foster just having a word. Hosford with the lunge. Sort of sums it up, really. Swansea just desperate to try and keep hold of the New Saints at the minute.
Yeah, it's like they haven't got really a solution at the moment. So, yeah, they look a little bit stressed on the ball, off the ball, and everything at the moment. So, yeah, they do need to look at the experienced players on the pitch and look for guidance from them, because there are a lot of players that have been in cup finals before that could, you know, influence the others. So, yeah, they need to settle and sort of look after each other to get through this first half.
Well, players all over the pitch for Swansea that have won not just this trophy, but so much success over the years. It's not happening tonight so far. 2-0 down. Leah Lewis. Back she goes, the captain for the New Saints. Got so much room in the middle there. Leah Lewis. Nia Jones closing it down eventually. Strong on the ball. Off they go again. Surely is waiting for the whistle.
Yeah, there is loads of space for TNS in the middle because of only having Nia Jones and Sophie in the middle there for Swansea. So they are going to find the players. So that's what's going to be difficult. Sometimes you can see the front three of Swansea drop in, but then when they win the ball, there's no one there to play it to. So it is really difficult for them. So that is definitely something I'm sure Jamie Sherwood and his staff will think about.
Again, so much room down the right. Three queuing in the middle. Can the Saints strike again? Over the top into the goal. It's an own goal. Davis, it's an absolute horror show for Swansea City at the start of this cup final. 25 minutes gone. It's 3-0. They're swarming all over them, not giving them any time at all. And again, the pressure tells. Incredible scoreline. It's 3-0.
Yeah, so difficult for Lauren Davis there. No one obviously likes to concede any own goals, but her body position was facing her own goal, and there was no chance of her being able to hook it either way.
What about the build-up? What about the space again here?
Again, yeah, I think that was Maddie Murray out of position, and then, yeah, very difficult. You can see that she's trying with her right foot to, like, hook it out for a corner, but, yeah, she's within the width of the goal, and yeah, very unfortunate to see any own goal. But yeah, TNS creating that pressure, creating mistakes. And again, another great delivery from Maria Francis-Jones.
Oh, it's a glorious cross, to be fair. You can see the curl on it. Oh, look at the manager. I think she's just shell-shocked.
Yeah, I bet she is 3-0. I don't think she would have believed.
She looks like the Swansea defence at the minute, but she's the new Saints manager. Smile, celebrate. Your team is storming it at the minute. And funny, 3-0 feels so much better than 2-0 if you're the new Saints.
Yeah, you know, if they can keep it at 3-0 for half time, they can build something for the second half. It's going to be very difficult for Swansea to come back, but you never know, it's a cup final.
Interesting to see the Swansea players. They had a huddle after that third goal, having a word with themselves, trying to just drag themselves back into this. It's incredible. I've said shell-shocked a few times now. That's the only description. They look stunned. They're preparing to make a substitution, Swansea. Just having a quick look to see who's coming on. Well, it's going to be Emily Richards. She scored in every round, Emily Richards. I was shocked to see her on the bench, to be totally honest. I'm sure she was shocked as well, but they're putting her on. They need something to change.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if it's a like-for-like change, or are they going to change shape? That'll be interesting, because something has to change within this game now.
I think it's Caitlin Williams that's going to be coming off. Well, you could pick anyone, really, wearing white for a substitution at the minute.
Yeah.
Harsh, but seems fair.
Yeah, if they are taking a centre-half off, then it looks like they might change shape here.
Horrible moment being subbed for Caitlin Williams, but as I said, Jamie Sherwood could have picked anyone. So Emily Richards is coming on. Scored in every round. Swansea hoping she can make a difference. Caitlin Williams bitterly disappointed, just watching her below us, as you can totally understand. New Saints were nearly in again there.
Yeah, they've changed shape to a back four now, but a 4-3-3, which was needed, definitely. They can settle with the against the front two, and then yeah, they'll have more attacking options in the midfield now to move forward.
3-0, nearly half an hour gone. It all started with Swansea doing what the new Saints are doing now, passing out or passing around the back. Huge error in the first 2 minutes, massive mistake. And Tia was there. And now Swansea putting on pressure. Hosford's in, Stacey John Davis in the middle. There was offside, I think, yeah, confirmation of that. So they were offside, but the first time we've really seen them threatening.
Yeah, here you can see that Sophie gets higher because of there's three in midfield for Swansea, and then that releases Katie Osford. Yes, I know it was offside, but hopefully they can do that more often to cause TNS a danger in the back line.
Do they need to score before half-time? They've still got time.
Yeah, you know, there is there's an hour still left of this game, but yeah, if they can go in at 3-1, it's definitely a more able second half to try and come back.
Mind you, it could be 4-0 the way things are going. They're off again, the New Saints, no problem for Haynes in the goal. Out quickly. I'll tell you what, if they do stage some kind of comeback, we're going to have some cup final here at Latham Park. Haynes again, no pressure from the New Saints. And can the New Saints keep it up, I guess, as well? The tempo's incredible.
Yeah, their first 30 minutes has been very high intense. You know, their front three are fast. They can put pressure. But it might be that this next 15 they do set off just to compose himself for 15 minutes before the break. But
and I guess you just have to do that.
Yeah, you can't do it for 90 minutes, like whoever you are, maybe at top level. But yeah, you have to then sort of like strategically work through the game.
Well, they're off again down that right. They're causing so many problems. Tia through for the New Saints. Another chance. Well, there was a chance from distance. The captain steps in. Leah Lewis. They're finding so much room. Threatening again. Haynes had to make a save. Concedes the corner.
Yeah, they're very sort of frantic on the ball, Swansea, when they come up anywhere near their penalty box. Like there, Jess Williams going out just to clear it rather than actually just putting her foot on the ball. That creates opportunities for TNS again.
And as we were saying, Swansea could do with a goal. It wasn't even tongue-in-cheek that it could be 4-0. The way things are going, it would not surprise you at all if the New Saints hit again. Francis Jones can deliver it. Again, causing problems. Swansea eventually clear. Now there's a race. Pinder's off. And Pinder's quick. Plenty back by now for the New Saints. They've done well. Support arriving. Hosford. Pinder's still there. The old familiar names for Swansea. They've been there. They've done it. Nia Jones. Stacey John Davis has been the star of so many shows for Swansea. Superb goal scorer. Hasn't had a glimpse of goal tonight. Lauren Davis. And the touch again takes it away from Swansea. Lexi Jones is causing so many problems. Buckland now for the New Saints. Lost away in the end. Maddie Murray stepped in.
Yeah, Lexi Jones has impressed me for this first half. She, just then using her body to protect the ball and finding forward passes. She's been excellent for the first 32 minutes.
Pinder's in the middle, Hosford's there as well. Stacey John Davis wins the corner. Has the substitution made a difference?
I think it's a bit too soon to say, but you can see definitely like it's 3-for-3 in the middle now, so it's matched up. So it is a lot more, easier for Swansea to control that central midfield area. So yeah, I think it will help.
Katie Hosford, the captain, with the corner. Over everybody. Wasn't a bad cross. There's nobody there in the far post. Swansea certainly creating a bit more. They're starting from a very low bar, to be fair. I've been creating much. Maddie Murray flicks it on. They go again. John Davis, so dangerous in the area. Hosford, stolen away from Hosford. Here they come again, the New Saints. Well, a bit more composure. They were in again there. Back they go. Jessica Williams all the way to Haynes. Game management now, I guess, for the New Saints. They could even see it out from here if they're clever.
Yeah, definitely for this half, I think, just settling for the last 10 minutes of this half. Not sort of killing themselves by running unnecessarily. So I think getting to half-time and then, she might want to just go for it, or she might want to settle a little bit in the second half. But yeah, it's something that I'm sure Jamie Sherwood has never thought that he'd be in this situation 34 minutes into the game.
The manager, as Nia said, must be as shocked as his players. Saints giving it away there. Nia Jones. Stacey John Davis is there. If the New Saints aren't on it, she'll take full advantage. 10 to go in this first half. Incredible first half. And again, New Saints in there first. Robin Pinder. They're so familiar names. Robin Pinder, Stacey John Davis, Katie Hosford, Nia Jones. Well, Pinder's won it twice. Stacey John Davis has won it twice. Pinder with Met over the years. Now then, Stacey John Davis can create, can score. She was looking for Hosford. They're still up there, 2 white shirts. But again, there's more green shirts. It's as simple as that sometimes.
Yeah, and you could see then Stacey John Davis on the ball starting to create things. I think she needs to be on the ball a lot more, get her on the ball, running at players. You know, we know what she can do. But yeah, we have to find her first to create something. So I think, yeah, those front 3 just need to get on the ball a lot more often.
Seems to be a lovely balance around this New Saints side at the minute. They seem to have got it right. They have been conceding late goals recently, the New Saints. That might come into play, a bit of nerves as the game goes on, especially if Swansea can grab one back, certainly.
Yeah, definitely, and this is their first final, even though you wouldn't be able to tell that how they're playing at the moment. But yeah, in the second half, that might come into it, those nervy moments. But Swansea have to create something to make sure that they can, get back into this game somehow early and even in the second half.
Well, the nerves are all with Swansea at the minute. But just some glimpses that they're coming back into this. Pinder more in possession, but again they just give it away. Maybe the New Saints have just sat back a bit just to conserve some energy. No extra time, by the way, just to remind you, straight to penalties. I do like that setup. Well, I like that setup. I don't know if Nia Davis agrees with me.
When you're not coaching, it's a good setup to have. Yeah, no, but yeah, extra time for me is just nervy and sort of a waste of time. Just go into penalties.
I did enjoy a few seasons ago, years ago now, there was a golden goal in extra time that came in. That was fun for a bit. Not if you lose, obviously. The New Saints certainly not losing. Nearly through again. Haynes out quickly. Swansea coming deep. Nia Jones full of skill. Pinder also very deep. Back to Haynes. 7 to go in this first half. The New Saints first final. Doesn't feel like that, does it? 3-0 up against Swansea City, hoping to lift this trophy for the 3rd time. 2 seasons now for Swansea without a trophy. You can see all the highlights Monday night with Scorio, 9:30. Also on Tuesday, also on online, SVC Click and the iPlayer. We've got top 2 in the Cymru Prem and the Cymru North. Plenty going on. And more of this game as well. Plenty of this game. Highlights of this game would fill half an hour on its own as things are going. Great goals from the New Saints. Well, I'm sure Swansea won't agree on the first one. A horror show. We'll get to see them again. Half time. Just seems to have slowed down a bit last few minutes. Plenty here as well on a Sunday evening. Over 650 here. And the hats and the coats tell you everything you need to know about the weather here tonight. It's a bit chilly, but not too bad either. Not complaining. If you're following the New Saints, you're certainly not complaining. We've seen the men's team dominate the domestic league. I wonder if the women's team are on the verge of something similar. It's going to take a lot to overthrow Cardiff City at the minute, but we've seen Britain Ferry Llansamel come into the league, mixed it up. The New Saints having a great season, and they're there again. Captain in first. Bit of a battle. Helen Evans in midfield. Back they go. Dunkley. Suddenly there's more time for Nia Jones, although too much time. She took too much time, lost possession. Lovely touch by Evans. The pass not so accurate. Nia Jones. Back she goes. 5 to go. It feels like a crucial period of this game. Nia Jones looking for Stacey John Davis. Can she get there? And out it goes. Was it going out for a corner? I think it was. They conceded the throw in. Goal kick, sorry, not a corner.
Yeah, that was a great ball from Nia Jones into there. Just Stacey John Davis probably just not on the same wavelength there. But yeah, obviously with the throw.
Well, we mentioned the experience. Nia Jones, although playing netball for years, 30 caps for Wales, knows what she's doing. I can tell you what Swansea are doing. Defending. Again, the captain's in there. Disappointing, as they had bodies in the middle. 3 of them were waiting. Hosford looking for Pinder. Waiting for that flag. There it goes. Just, you can sense it sometimes, can't you? It's obvious.
Yeah. I think there's an opportunity for Swansea to recognise that Grace Dunkley goes quite high when they attack. That is probably an area for them to sort of penetrate. Stacey John Davis there was calling for the ball, but the switch wasn't delivered. That is something potentially that Swansea could look to do a little bit more in the second half.
So Dunkley down the left for the New Saints. Over the years, how many times I've commentated on Stacey John Davis taking advantage of the space behind the defence. She's lethal in that position.
Yeah, definitely, and with a full-back or a defensive player going high in the attack, then that's where the space is.
Nia Jones being forced back again. New Saints pressurising Swansea defence. I think they've got the throw in as well. Have Swansea reacted, or have the New Saints just dropped off a bit, do you feel? Oh, we'll wait to see what happens here, because they're still in there. Tia with a little shove, so it's a free kick. Well, yeah, Swansea made the change. They seem to be getting a bit more joy, a bit more possession. Is that them, or is it the New Saints just dropping off?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think the back four is definitely suited Swansea a little bit more, with now having 3 in the middle. But yeah, you can see that the press from TNS isn't as aggressive as it was at the start. You know, the first 25 minutes was relentless, but they have dropped off a little bit more into a mid-block now.
Saw Jamie Sherwood there. Let's see what mood he's in by the half-time whistle. Can his team get one back? Got a bit more of the ball, but chances-wise, they don't seem to be creating. Will that change? Strong run. New Saints step in as well, again, I should say. And then Pinder turns. Support arriving. Lauren Davis continues with the run. And it's 1-on-1 in the corner. Dunkley does well. Pinder tricks, whips it across as well. Oxford gets ahead to it. They'll win the corner here. Nia Jones senses that this is an opportunity. Maybe the last of the first half. The Saints will be nervous here. They've been so good in the first half. But Swansea were in. Well, Nia Jones, does she just keep that in play, maybe? It looked like a chance to go for goal, but I think she just kept it in play. Oh, again, the Saints now losing possession deep in their own half. They do well, they deal with it.
Yeah, it was definitely an unorthodox header from Nia Jones. Maybe she knew it was going out, so trying to keep it in. But it looked a little bit more like a defensive header than an attacking header.
You might get to see it again. But yeah, it was an interesting header. No rush yet from the New Saints. Maria Francis-Jones deep in her own half. She's been so dangerous in the first half. Pinder leaves it. Saints clear it. Nearly there. We're hearing they're going to add a minute at the end of the first half. very entertaining. I'm sure the New Saints supporters will agree. The neutrals will agree. Anybody linked to Swansea will not want to see that first half again. Absolute nightmare start for them. And it's 3-0 as we approach half time. A little deflection could have gone anywhere. Elliott picks it up, hasn't had much to do. Elliott in the New Saints goal. That says a lot. And goals have been an issue with Swansea this season. Only the bottom two have scored less than them, so they're really up against it. Haven't scored against the New Saints this season, as Nia's mentioned a few times. Lost the last two, 1-0 in December, 5-0 earlier in the season. And it's 3-0 here as Stacey John Davis just attempts to try and create something. And they're going to get a corner right at the end of the first half. Last chance. It's a big chance as well, maybe. How many times have you seen a goal going in at this time, Nia?
This would be the perfect time for Swansea if they can score now.
Wouldn't it just? Nia Jones knows that. She stood on the goalkeeper, more or less. Arms up, Hosford as well. Delivers. Well, shaky, but they dealt with it. And there's no time to take the next corner. What a start for the New Saints. They've stunned Swansea here at Latham Park. And it started in the first 2 minutes. Chantal Tier with the first. Lexi Jones struck a screamer to make it 2. And then an unfortunate goal into her own net. 3-0, half time. Second half to come.
Wel, sa'n credu oedd neb yn disgwyl hyn. Hynllef a hanner I Abertawe ar ôl ildio nid un, nid dau, ond 2 gôl o fewn yr hanner awr cyntaf a'r seintiau yn sicr sydd yn syrenu yn rownd derfynol tlws yr adran hyd yn hyn. Ond mae'n 2 gôl I ddim ar yr hanner i'r seintiau newydd I ni'n fyw o'r dre newydd. O fel o'n i'n gweud, sa'n credu oedd neb yn disgwyl hyn. Gwenan Harris, Lily Jones. Lily, am hanner cyntaf gan y seintiau newydd.
Ia, oedden nhw'n briliant, so nhw'n bob man, nhw'n hyntio mewn packs, just yn well tîm. Oedd Abertawe wedi mynd ar goll a y seintiau newydd wedi cymryd mantais o hynna.
Gwenan, ewn ni at y gôl gyntaf. O fewn y 2 funud agoriadol, o'n i'n gweud hynllef I Abertawe. Oedd hwn yn anreg i'r seintiau?
Oedd. Fi methu credu... O'n i'n gweud yn sylwebaeth, ti byth yn pasio ar draws y Cosby. Yr unig amser ti'n mynd I wneud yna yw os bod dim gwasgedd o gwbl arnoch chi. A ti'n gallu gweld y ffordd mae Haynes di ymateb yna. Mae'n just methu credu. A sefyllfa o'r gêm hefyd, fi fas yn dweud, chi byth yn pasio ar draws Cosby, nhw wedi os chi o dan wasgedd. Ond amser o'r gêm, chi'n gwneud unrhyw beth sili yn y 5 munud gyntaf, jyst troi tîm arall o gwmpas. O'n i'n meddwl bod gyda Abertawe, o'n i'n sôn cyn y gêm nag ni o ran y profiad yna, bydd yn helpu nhw yn y 10au. Wel, o'n nhw wedi mynd reit gwrthgyferbynnu beth o'n i wedi gweud.
Ie, yn bendant. Ewn ni at yr ail gôl wedyn ni. Lexi Jones yn sgorio'r ail i'r seintiau. Ond Lily, ni'n gweld fan hyn camgymeriadau unwaith eto gan Abertawe.
Ie, yn union. Da ni wedi dweud bod nhw'n tîm brofiadol, ond mae'r camgymeriadau yma'n Kevin just... Mae TNS i'n neud y gorau ohoni, a mae hwn yn touch great, a I roed bel yn Kevin o rhwyd fel yna mewn ffeinal. Chwarae teg I Lexi Jones, mae wedi bod yn gathi hanner cynta a ddawel iawn.
Ie, fi credu mae'n rhaid ni canmol y seintiau hefyd yn y ffordd maen nhw wedi gwasgu. Mae ymysodwyr nhw, ond hefyd ôl y sgellwyr nhw wedi bod yn arbennig o dda'n drefnus iawn.
Mae'n mor gloi hefyd, nag nhw?
Ie, ond maen nhw wedi bod yn drefnus iawn, sy'n gweld fel Buckland fan'na, ffordd nath I gwasgu, ffordd siwr camgymeriadau, a wedyn, fel ni'n gweud, mae Lexi Jones wedi bod yn arbennig o dda, chwaraeau gorau ar y cae, heb os. A mae hi wedi achosi problemau pan mae hi wedi gwasgu. Mae bron ar y hanner y 10au wedi cael falle jyst y cyffyrddiad ola. A mae Abertawe wedi edrych yn nerfus iawn yn y Kevin.
A wedyn ni, boes bach, pethau mynd o drwg I wath I Abertawe. Lauren Davies, gôl i'w rhwyd ei hun. Gwenan Benestri o hyn.
Ie, wel, croeso'r arbennig o dda yn y lle gyntaf. Fe wedi Lucy Finch wedi cael ei dal allan o safle. Maria Francis Jones yn neud y mwyaf o hynna. A wedyn ni'n gweld Lauren Davies, just sharp cod. Mae rhaid ti fan ar y lefel yma, sori I fi. Mae rhaid ti bod yn digon hyderus I gallu fynd gyda'r coes arall. Dyle bod hi'n dyfnach yn y lle gyntaf, I gallu gweld pob man o'r cae. Ond os ti yn y sefyllfa yna, ti'n agor allan gyda'r coes chwith. Mae moyn mynd gyda'r coes dde. Ond mae fel wedi, pethau mynd o ddrwg I wath. Pan mae'r look ddim gyda ti, mae'r look ddim gyda ti.
Lily, fel chreuwr nawr, tas y ti yn ysgidiau Abertawe, chi ar ei holi o 2 gôl I ddim mewn rownd derfynol. Be chi'n neud yn feddyliol fel I chi'n pigo chi'n yn lan?
Yndi, mae'n anodd, ond fel ddyn ni'n dweud, mae Abertawe'n llawn o cymeriadau. Fydd o'n gofyn mawr iddyn nhw dod nôl mewn i'r gêm o'n, ond does gen nhw'n byd I golli wan. So dwi'n meddwl, bodies on the line a bob dim sydd gen nhw yn y hanner nesaf yma.
Gwenan, be fydd y neges gan Jamie Sherwood? Byddwn ni'n dwlu bod yn y stafell newydd
na. Ni ddim. Fi'n siŵr fydd all llwyth o weiddi, ond... Na, fi'n credu mae'n rhaid ti jyst edrych arno fe. Mae'n hanner neu, mae'n rhaid I ennill y hanner. A jyst cael bach o'r balchder yna nôl yn y lle gyntaf. Os chi'n cael y gôl gyntaf, fi'n siŵr fydd na bach o nerfusrwydd yn dechrau dod mewn o ran y seintiau fel wedyn. Maen nhw'n ifanc, maen nhw wedi ildio goliau hwyr, ond hefyd fydd hyder Abertawe yn codi hefyd. So mae'n rhaid chi jyst yn amlwg dysgu o camgymeriadau'r hanner gyntaf, ond slightly mewn ffordd a dechrau eto nawr yn yr ail hanner, ond mae fel bod yn gêm bach newydd.
Ie, gewn ni weld. Mae'n mynd I fod yn ail hanner ddiddorol iawn. Mae hwnna'n sicr. Ni'n cael ein sbwylio fan hyn ar sgorio hyn yma, achos mae un o enwau fwyaf eiconig pêl-drod menywod Cymru yn cadw cwmni I Nicky John.
Ie, ydan tad, Siona, da ni'n cael yn difetha yn Rax, a da ni'n falch iawn o groesawu Helen Ward at ni pnawn yma. Helen, welcome. It's so great to have you here with us this afternoon, so thank you for joining us to begin with. Let me ask you about your first half impressions. I bet even TNS have surprised themselves the way that that's gone, and the second goal in particular, I expect you'd be pleased with to score yourself.
Yeah, unbelievable strike from Lexi Jones for that second one. But I think TNS set their stall out really early. capitalising on a couple of mistakes from Swansea, and they've punished them. But I've been super impressed. I think they've looked really assured. They've looked really organised at the back. I think it's Phillips at the back, centre half, has really impressed me. I know Maria Francis-Jones from her time in Wales camps as well, and I think she's been up and down that right-hand side like a little demon, and obviously her cross led to the third goal. But yeah, for me, TNS really worthy of their lead, going into half-time. But of course they know it's not done yet, and Swansea will certainly come out to prove a point, I expect.
To think that they're a relatively new team as well, so many new players brought in over the summer, but they just seem to have gelled together so well.
Yeah, they've had a fantastic season, having some really big results against Swansea in a couple of games before as well. And tonight, they're showing what they're worth. It's, I think, their first cup final, and they've really turned up for the occasion. But yeah, fantastic work from not only the team and the players on the pitch, but the coaching staff have obviously put a lot into them, and it's showing tonight.
And obviously I can't have you here and not ask you about this exciting year that's coming up for Wales women's football as well, Helen.
Oh, it's amazing. I cannot wait for Switzerland, and even the games coming up in the Nations League as well, to prepare the team for what is a huge summer. It's just really exciting to be a tiny part of it, and see so many of my friends being able to step out on the world stage in the Euros in the summer. It's so exciting, and what better place than Switzerland? It's a beautiful country, the settings are going to be amazing, and hopefully we're in for a really good summer.
Yeah, Helen, we can't wait either. Thank you so much for your company. Egwyl fer sy'n nesaf rwan, ond dewch yn ôl ato ni ar gyfer yr ail hanner mewn cwpl o funudau.
croeso nôl ato ni. Jyst i'ch atgoffa chi, heno am 8 cyfres newydd. Y llais yn dechrau fan hyn ar S4C. Pidwch becso fi ddim yn mynd i ddechrau canu. A penwythnos nesa, Cwpan Cymru sy'n cael ein sylw ni ar sgorio Ceira Trilai. Fy nhw'n croesawu'r deilied Cei Cona honno'n fyw am hanner awr wedi hanner ar S4C. Reit, i ni'n barod am yr ail hanner fan hyn, felly beth am i ni ail ymuno a Gwenan a Mike.
Welcome back. We're ready for the second half. Are Swansea City ready? Because they weren't ready in the first half. That's for sure. 3-0, the new Saints leading at half-time. They scored after less than 2 minutes. And the first thing they've done is kick it straight out. Not the best start, but I'm sure they can recover from that. Can they recover from this 3-0 scoreline? No changes at half-time. Swansea have made the change in the first half. Caitlin Williams taken off as they change things position-wise. And so unfortunate. Emily Richards coming on and scored in every round, but Caitlin Williams, you feel so sorry for her. Made the mistake that led to the first goal and gave the ball away for the second. And being substituted after that, just tough one for her. But they had to make a change. Hosford gets round one, but as we've seen all evening, there's usually another new Saints player waiting at the back.
Yeah, it's never nice seeing someone get subbed off in the first half, but the changes had to be made for the shape, so I'm not surprised that happened.
Swansea battling. The new Saints not clearing for once. It will be interesting to see how they deal with things if Swansea can put them under some sustained pressure, because they just haven't done that at all yet, Nia.
Yeah, TNS have had an easy ride in that first half, really. So, yeah, they have to do something quite soon in this half, obviously being 3-0 down. You know, they can't leave it until the later stages of this half. So, yeah, they need to make an impact. They need to start bright and start pressing probably higher as well.
Well, again, we see the ball going straight out, but Charlotte Haynes, speaking to her colleagues at half-time, been very impressed with the Swansea goalkeeper, although not at fault for the goal. She's conceded 3 goals, so you kind of ignore the goalkeeper when they're losing 3-0. But Haynes in goal has looked good in possession, good with the feet as well. But there's not much you could do about the goals, to be fair, I guess.
Yeah, especially when they're errors, you know. The goalkeeper isn't set in the right position, so it's really hard to sort of say anything about the goalkeeper. But yeah, Haynes is very good with her feet. Her distribution is very good with both feet. So yeah, you can't really blame her for the goals, definitely not.
Swansea off again. Stacey John Davis is quick, so dangerous. The queuing in the middle here. Chance for Swansea. Straight at the goalkeeper. Decent save by Becca Elliott, clutching the ball. But there's the substitute, Emily Richards.
Yeah, this is the sign that needs to be done more from Swansea. You know, balling behind Stacey John Davis, obviously with her speed. And yeah, Emily Richards unmarked there. So she'd be a little bit disappointed not to probably, yeah, score. As she gets it on target, but the goalkeeper does it. It does quite well with that.
Well, a mistake by Swansea. Didn't clear. They had a chance to clear. Back they go to the goalkeeper again. Decent clearance. Swansea still making a few errors. They've done a few in the first half that led to goals. And now Stacey John Davis down the right again, finding space. She's so dangerous at times. Disappointing cross that time, but she is finding some room down the right, Nia.
Yeah, definitely when Grace Dunkley's higher up for TNS, like Stacey John Davis realises that there's space there, and I think they've identified that as a team, and that might be a sort of a pattern of play that Swansea will do more often.
4 goals this season in this competition. Scored a hat-trick against Cascade in the last 8. Scored a hat-trick against the New Saints last season as well in the semi-final. Could do with a hat-trick tonight.
Yeah, just to level things up, really.
Not asking for much, are we?
But no, yeah, they definitely... At least they're in TNS half a lot more in the start of the second half, anyway.
That's the voice of Nia Davis, Wales Under-19's head coach, keeping me company tonight. And being a coach that works with youngsters, I'm sure you're delighted to see some of these new Saints players. A lot of youngsters in the team. Grace Dunkley's 18, Lexi Jones 17, Buckland 17 as well. A lot of youngsters playing for the new Saints.
Yeah, definitely. I think there's some even for Swans as well, you know. But it is really good to see that they're getting game time in a senior environment. That's probably the most challenging thing coming from an academy.
Oh, Swansea off again. I think Pinder sensed she was offside, so stopped. But they're breaking through again at times. Yeah, you mentioned Swansea as well. Lauren Davis, Maddie Murray, both 18 with them. So yeah, youngsters everywhere. Good to see. In the Adran Genero. Mentioning some of the players you're familiar with. You're familiar with some of the coaches as well, I'm sure, on both sides. Swansea ones must be desperately frustrated. They were talking about half-time, going on mentioning, intriguing to know what was going on in that changing room.
Yeah, it's a big moment for the coaches there in half-time. You have to make an impact on the players to go out in the second half to believe that they can still get back into it, but also have that sort of desire to work hard for this 45 minutes. And yeah, obviously there's only 5 minutes gone, but yeah, we need to see that a little bit more still from Swansea, in my opinion.
Are they better? What would you be feeling as a coach down there now?
Yeah, they've obviously, you know, that Emily Richards' chance was a clear one. You know, they have had more success going in behind TNS, so they have improved, but they need to get a goal in early.
Swansea have won this twice, 2016 and 2021. Scored 4 goals in both finals, by the way, when they have won it. So, you never know. 4-3, that'd be some scoreline, wouldn't it? I'm sure the new Saints aren't agreeing. Nia Jones finds Stacey John Davis again, bursting down the right. Pinder in the middle. Hosford's there as well. New Saints deal with it. Luke's goalkeeper's called. Well, some uncertainty. Nothing too serious by the new Saints. And there was a clash, but no foul. Off they go. Strong tackle by Swansea. Lucy Finch. But again, they make the tackle, but they don't win the ball because the new Saints are still there, swarming over them. Swansea get a free kick in the end.
Yeah, that was a really good tackle from Finch, but then the reaction from the rest and just needs to be a bit quicker. She does so great work there, and then once they get it back, they don't look after the ball well enough, or they don't counter press quick enough. So, yeah, they do look like they're working harder, but maybe they just need to be a little bit smarter on their reactions once they've won the ball.
Oh, Stacey John Davis is obviously trying to change things here for Swansea. They're under pressure as well. Hosford did well. John Davis is just hugging that touchline at the minute. And Nia Jones knows that as well, looking for her. New Saints coming away with it. There's acres of room down the right. They've finally seen it. There's a chance. They're in again. Tia. She scored once. She's being forced wide. You could see her strolling down the right. Well, we could see her. I'm not sure the Swansea defence had seen her. Some room for Hosford for once. Katie Hosford comfortably away from the captain. Now it's Phillips. Not the captain. Leah Lewis the captain. Pinder's in the corner. Oh, got it back somehow.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how long Katie Hosford can probably last in this game. She has had some injuries in the last few weeks or months, so it'll be interesting to see, you know, how fully fit she is for this game.
Swansea in the middle, loops it over. Emily Richards, the sub, was on. Still 3-0. New Saints eyeing their first major trophy, first big final. It's the first final of the domestic season here in Wales. The trophy waiting there by the pitch. Where will it end up? Oswestry or Swansea? Well, it's heading towards Oswestry at the minute. Finch. Strong run. Nia Jones in acres of space was just calling for it. It was a simple pass on there for Swansea. Jones turns well. One step back. You can see the experience of Nia Jones, constantly looking for possession, not hiding. Well, they've won it again. Friesland Hancock's looking strong in the middle, but Hosford's drifting across the line. The game just seems to be drifting in general from Swansea at the minute. 10 minutes gone now. Still no slight reaction, but nothing major, nothing to scare the new Saints near.
No, not really. And I still think at the back, Swansea just take that extra touch when they know that TNS are going to come and press really.
Well, it's now Swansea's turn to try and pounce. How has that not gone in? Maybe it has gone in. Do you know what? Horrendous mistake. It's gone in. Well, Swansea are reacting. Oh, we'll see it again. I'm not sure that crossed the line, or fully crossed the line. It's like watching the repeat of the first half. Absolutely shocking error by the new Saints. How is that going to affect things? Here we go. What was going on? Goalkeeper came across. Woof. Looks close.
Yeah.
Well, they've given it anyway.
Yeah, you can see probably from this angle. It's hard because obviously the goalkeeper gets in the way. But yeah, I think that does cross the line there.
Great spot from the officials. Well, the new Saints, what on earth have they done?
Again, it was a similar pass back into sort of the penalty spot area, similar to one of the Swansea goals. It must, I don't know, something about that goal for mistakes, I think.
Hang on, they're in. A chance for the new Saints to strike. Goalkeeper's out. Good save by Charlotte Haynes. Buckland clean through. What a game we've got here.
Yeah, it's definitely end to end, but Haynes did really well to stay big there. Yeah, so she stays like high, and like that sort of hand to the side did save her. But I have been really impressed with Buckland as well. She's on fire today as well. So yeah, end to end.
3-1, and that one could be a game changer. Maria Francis Jones looks so dangerous where the cross is. Chance again for the new Saints. Where does it land? Haynes again saves the day. 2 saves in a minute by the Swansea goalkeeper, but the new Saints have really reacted since conceding. Tia with the looping shot, no strength behind it. We're just hearing that they've given the goal to Stacey John Davis, who's off again, sprinting down the right. Kept possession, won the throw in. Well, it came from nowhere, just like the opening goal for the new Saints in the opening minute of the game, more or less. Massive error. But Swansea City have been gifted a way back. Hosford creating space, again uncertainty. Could have gone anywhere. Could have gone anywhere, and from nowhere, absolutely nowhere. Swansea have some hope again.
Yeah, there's so much happened in the last minute in this game. It's crazy. It's gone from one end to the other and back. So, yeah, again, you can see the replay here. It bounces everywhere. You can sense a little bit of nervousness on TNS now because of that goal. So, yeah, Swansea should really impact on this.
We're just wondering what would happen if they conceded. And they've done it again. Or maybe the manner of the goal they conceded. That's going to... Oh, it must put some nerves in the defence.
Yeah, definitely, you know, especially when you take that extra touch and you know that pressure's coming on. Swansea are doing similar to what TNS did to them in the first half, are pressing hard, making them causing mistakes in their penalty box.
And they've scored their first goal against the new Saints this season as well. So that's a bonus. Can they get 2 more? That's the big question. New Saints seem to react as well. They created some chances straight away. And if it wasn't for Haynes, and they're off again, the new Saints. Lovely football, but they run straight into a white wall. Maddie Murray nicking possession. Hosford Pinder's in the middle, John Davis. A quick body count, there's about 5 in the middle there for the New Saints. They're back in numbers, to be fair. I wouldn't call it a storm from Swansea, but they're certainly putting more pressure on the New Saints defence.
Yeah, they definitely are, and now that they've had that goal, that sort of feeds their fuel, fuels to the fire even more to do so. I think for TNS, they just need to hold possession for a little bit, just get composure again, rather than trying to force. I think both teams are trying to force forward, and it's just becoming that transitional game all the time.
It's fun to watch.
Definitely fun to watch, yeah.
Would it be fun to coach?
Yeah, I wouldn't like to see a team do this all the time, losing possession, then regaining possession. It makes it a little nervier. One team will have to try and get control of this game to sort of see what they can do from it.
Stacey John Davis, over a decade with Swansea by now. Off they go again. The New Saints, half an hour to go here. More rugby next weekend, don't worry, it's not the international. We're back to the regions. Scarlets playing Munster, live on S4C. Might see a team from Wales winning. It's been a long time for the national team. Cardiff against Connacht as well. Back with the regions. The fallout from the defeat in Rome continues. More live sport on S4C. It's the first cup final of the season here tonight. Hasn't disappointed either. The New Saints storming to a 3-0 lead. Swansea being gifted away back. Fascinating situation now. Half an hour to go, more or less, here at Latham Park. We mentioned the young players. Maybe the experience comes into it, especially in a situation like this now. Maybe the youngsters get nervous. I don't know, do they get nervous? You hear sometimes no nerves with youngsters.
Yeah, I think they will have that in the back of their mind that they've just conceded, but they've still got a 2-cushion lead. So I think sometimes naivety is great in cup finals, that they can just go and carry on. But yeah, obviously the experience of Swansea is probably where they need to sort of pull from the players that have been in multiple cup finals before.
The consolation for the New Saints and the problem for Swansea is that they didn't create anything. They were gifted that goal. Now then, New Saints off again. They've looked so dynamic at times, but they've lost possession there. And it's Emily Richards to Stacey John Davis. Pinder in the middle. Hosford arriving. Davis trying to create a hopeful look towards the referee. Nothing given. And maybe the New Saints not quite pushing as many bodies up at the minute. Totally understandable. So room for Swansea to slowly build from the back. Mia Jones under pressure in midfield.
Yeah, you can see that they're not pressing as much, as aggressive TNS anymore. Trying to be more organised, compact, rather than going and pressing everything. They can't press everything all the time, so it's quite sensible for them to do it at the right time.
Big changes in the summer with the New Saints. 11 new players coming in. They started the season on fire. 5-0 against Barry, 6-1 against Aberystwyth. Went on to beat Swansea 5-0. Haven't won in the last 3 games. Lost late against Wrexham Wednesday night. Before that, they'd drawn against Britain Ferry Llansamel, who were second. Lost 4-3 against Cardiff, who were top. 8 wins in a row before that. They've had a run of 12 games without defeat at one point this season. Lost 1 in 15. So it shouldn't surprise anyone that they're doing what they've done in this final, I guess.
Yeah, they've been so competitive this season, and I think the manager should have praise for doing what she's done. Brought in players that obviously she thinks that can compete, and they are doing so in the league and obviously in the cups. So yeah, it's credit to them, to be fair, this season.
And a few players that have come in have commented. You see the comments come out. Wait for this move to develop. Stacey John Davis. How many times have you mentioned John Davis in this second half as the New Saints clear towards Tia? scorer of the first goal, started it all off. Did so well there to keep possession, but they've lost it. Nia Jones deep now. Created space well. Good work by Nia Jones. She's created this by herself. Hosford can cross. Goalkeeper's out. Strong call by Becca Elliott. Well, the point was with the new Saints, the new players coming in. So many of them have commented, and maybe they've come in from England, were surprised at the quality of the setup, the semi-pro, what was available to them. So there's seems like there's a lot of good things going on with the new Saints at the minute.
Yeah, I think they've invested in like heavily resources, maybe money, but also maybe the effort to put the women's team in a similar place than the men, you know. So I think, yeah, credit to the club that have really brought it to the league this year, and it's great to see more competitive games in the league.
Well, they were controversially included in the top flight at one point a few seasons ago, at the expense of other clubs, but to be fair, as you say, they have invested since then. As the captain goes back, Leah Lewis to Becca Elliott. Movement in front of us. Substitutions. It's a new Saints preparing to a substitution. Swansea sticking rather than twisting at the minute. They've made one change and they're growing into the game. 25 to go. Strong run. Nia Jones. A Super Bowl tonight. She's in that quarterback position, isn't she? Nia Jones trying to dictate play. They're being forced back. Everybody back behind the ball now for the new Saints. Makes so much sense. They've been so adventurous. But after conceding that goal, safety first certainly applies. Strong run. As I say, safety first. They burst through and nearly get there. Oh, they didn't chase that at one point. You can see Buckland gave it up and then realised, hang on, if she'd have gone from the off, she could have been in there, but Haynes was out.
Yeah, I think there might be a danger if TNS sit in too deep, though. That will invite Swansea to maybe create more. So I think they just need to be mindful of when to go and press and when not. The press is so effective for them, so I wouldn't go too far away from that. It's just managing that so that the energy levels stay high.
You'll be next, okay? Next one.
Swansea as well now preparing a substitution. So here we go. It's the new Saints first. And it's Olivia Buckland coming off. The 17-year-olds in the middle of so much that was good by the new Saints, especially in that first half, creating a goal. Ella Hartley is coming off. Hasn't played much recently. But Hartley's in. As we see that Amy Deacon is coming on for Swansea. Well, not quite happening right now. But Deacon, 17-year-old, again, we're mentioning these youngsters. There was talk that it might be for Katie Hosford. We'll see what that decision is. She has had a few injuries recently. Katie Hosford, yet to score this season. So unlike her, top scorer last 2 seasons for Swansea. There's the confirmation. Hosford coming off. Deacon coming on. Surprised?
Not really, just because of the amount of minutes she's had over the last few games. I think I watched the Swans Britain Ferry game in midweek, and yeah, she wasn't sort of featured in there either. So I think they've tried to get her back for tonight, but yeah, roughly around the 60-minute mark is where you see injured or players that have had injuries to come off. But Amy Deacon on, she's so strong in attack, so I'm excited to see what she can bring into the last few moments of this game.
Well, goals, still hope. Top scorer, Amy Deacon. 10 goals, all competitions, 5 in the league. Those goals came in 2 games. Bizarrely, it's one of those stats that strike you. She got a hat-trick against Met and 2 against Aberystwyth. And lo and behold, she's top scorer.
Yeah, she's a talent. You know, she's only 17. She comes from a family of footballers. Her brother plays for Swansea Academy. So, yeah, she'll make a difference in this game, I think, and cause TNS a little bit of concern because they'll know that she's good in front of goal.
Hosford, the captain, leaving. And has left a lot out there on the pitch. since that goal, although we've seen possession from Swansea, they haven't threatened much, and the new Saints will be delighted as we approach the final 20 minutes. Nia Jones forwards, Pinder is through, a chance for Swansea to strike, they'll get a corner.
Yeah, that looked quite close to being offside. I'm not sure if it was or not. Obviously the lineswoman didn't think it was, but yeah, again, getting in behind TNS a little bit more now. They just have to realise the space in behind the back line just to be wary of.
Not the greatest run coming into this game for Swansea, winning 1 in 5 in the league. Well, again, disappointing. Just not on the right wavelength, the Swansea players. It's been a pattern all night, to be fair.
Yeah, that was a disappointing corner from Emily Richards. Obviously, Katie Osprey going off. They missed her delivery.
Well, they've got numbers here, the new Saints, if they can finish it off. Strong run, strong tackle as well, to be fair. Very strong by Maddie Murray.
Yeah, that counter, obviously we can see that TNS have got speed in their front line, so yeah, like from a set piece or anything like that, from a defending corner, they are likely to go forward quickly, and now they've got a corner to try and get another goal.
Have they weathered the storm? Wasn't the strongest of storms, but it was a comeback of sorts from Swansea. Goal came from nothing. New Saints trying to hit back again. No real danger, but they got the head to it.
Yeah, they won't be happy that they aren't sort of getting first contact, Swansea, on those defensive corners, so that's something again to look at during this game and future games.
Strong work by Deacon there. First glimpse of the 17-year-olds. Under pressure, did well. Here we go again with Deacon. And at what point do you start chucking absolutely everything at the TNS goal, Nia?
Yeah, well, you can see that Emily Richards is going a lot more higher now, so it is sort of like they're trying, I think, a 4-2-4 just to get the wingers really high as well, but the danger is that TNS will counter on them, so it's again a blend of how much do you push, but obviously if they don't push, they're not probably going to get anything out of this game.
It's the new Saints, commentators curse territory, but they look quite comfortable, to be fair. The goal Swansea scored was an absolute freak. Huge error by TNS. Swansea have done the same thing, but it doesn't feel like they're under intense pressure. Yellow cards coming up. Nia Jones. No, that's why. Not the first shirt pull we've seen tonight, to be fair, with Nia Jones, but she's the first one in the book.
Yeah, obviously you can't hide that when you are pulling a shirt. Obviously, Cheryl Foster with having to sort of stamp her authority on it with stopping these shirt pulls, because we've seen that in the first half and second half.
Got a glimpse of Jamie Sherwood, the Swansea manager, watching his team defend again. Decent cross again by the new Saints, forcing Swansea back the last few minutes. Nearly everybody in the Swansea half still going. Strong run, chance again for Tia. Couldn't quite force it on target, but the captain picks it up. It's Leah Lewis. The new Saints seem to be full of confidence again. The tide has turned. Maria Francis-Jones. It's been so dangerous down the right. They've just forced them back again, it seems, Nia.
Yeah, there was a period where I thought they were dropping into like a mid-block or a low block, but actually now they've come out again. So yeah, they might be doing it in spells where they reserve their energy and then they come out. But yeah, they're not scared to go forward either.
And they've won a corner. Lexi Jones. Quiet maybe in the second half. Maybe it's a story of the second half for the new Saints. They've just been a bit more cautious. Get the job done now. And we're nearly into the final 15 minutes. That first major trophy is within touching distance. Francis Jones again to whip it in. So dangerous in these positions. just landing for the New Saints at the minute. Strong tackle. New Saints happy to concede the throw in. Swansea are being forced to start deep in the second half. Stacey John Davis is deadly in these situations. She's through again. Great save. Becca Elliott. So important. That was the chance, possibly, for Swansea City. Stacey John Davis bursting through like we've seen her do time and time again over the years.
Yeah, those are the moments we've seen so many times, you know. It is just a kick up the field, but she's so dangerous in these areas. I think, you know, that touch was slightly heavy, but it was great coming out from Elliott. She came and smothered the ball, so yeah, fair play to the goalkeeper for TNS there.
Yeah, top save. Becca Elliott. Stacey John Davis has just been holding her knee since that incident, having a little look down. I think she's okay. But in the meantime, New Saints pushing again, forcing them back again. And it's Swansea having to play on the counter-attack. They're the ones that need the goal. Sixth corner for the Saints. Swansea got a few. Well, that won't be in the highlights reel. You won't be able to see that on SOC tomorrow.
Yeah, that's the first one I think Maria Francis-Jones hasn't put a decent delivery in.
Another mistake, another chance for the New Saints. History repeating. And it could be a historic night for the Saints. They know that. 15 to go. Slight error. John Davis is through again. Deja vu. Stacey John Davis for Swansea City. Been forced wide. Goes for the little clip over the goalkeeper. Sherwood knows the chance was there. Once she drifted right, he knew it was going to be tough for her.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, again, in behind, we know that she's got speed, but yeah, takes it a little bit wide and then yeah, just clips over the bar. But still dangerous in those areas. But yeah, not at that moment.
I've seen her do that at the Swansea.com stadium. I think I lost my voice shouting. She scored a stormer. And again, Tia for the New Saints, winning back possession. Even though she's lost possession, Finch has looked strong, and the tackle is kind for Swansea. Deacon, the 17-year-old sub. Can she create something? So many New Saints players back there again. And if the first one doesn't get it, the second one will. There was a late tackle there. Referee's seen it. Bit of a cruncher.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with the central midfielders for TNS. Helen Evans, especially Leah Lewis. They all come back like on the transition really quickly. So yeah, like that's why Swansea aren't having loads of time on the ball, because they are on the transition coming off really quickly.
Helen Evans started every game this season. You can see why.
Yeah, definitely, and it's nice to see her. Like obviously I'm sure she was at Aberystwyth before, and yeah, known her from Llanidloes, so it's nice to see that she's thriving in this environment.
Well, here's the goal again for Swansea. It's just a howler. It's like the New Saints' first goal.
Yeah, it's a strange one, because you're not sure if it like goes in, because Stacey John Davis is in the right place for that headed back in, but I think it's the second time that it rolls across. That's where it goes across the line. So yeah, disappointing for TNS to concede a goal like that. I think they'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Becca Elliott is probably thinking as she's going across, her legs are out, so she's going to block it, but then it clips the post. It's gone totally the other way. There's so much going on in that one goal.
Yeah, it's a bit of a freak goal, really. So yeah, she couldn't really do...
Seen a few tonight.
Yeah,
well,
there's definitely...
Glorious chaos tonight at Latham Park. There's been a few debatable calls in the FA Cup this weekend. To be fair, great spot by the assistant. As far away, looking through the goalposts as well. Still receiving treatment here. It's Tia that's down. I think winded. It's a bit of a thumping challenge. We see both managers, Shauna Duffy, Jamie Sherwood. A lot of changes since he came in the summer. Sherwood, well, both managers in their first full season. I think we all know which one's happier. Right now, there's the challenge. Friesland Hancocks thumping in. It seemed totally accidental. No consolation for Tia.
Yeah, they won't want to lose Tia, like she's been so effective. The front three that started for TNS were the ones that I think have capitalised and sort of got this victory for her. So they won't want to see her going off, and yeah, not just for today, but hopefully she's okay for future games as well.
Yeah, Buckland's gone off, so we've had Olivia Buckland, Lexi Jones, Chantel Tia. The top three, as Nia Davis has been mentioning, they were so lively, so dangerous. And they put their team in such a comfortable position, 3-0 up. Swansea have responded in this second half. They've been better. They grabbed one. Very fortunate. But with 10 to go, it's feeling not so comfortable for the New Saints. But I'm sure they're nearly there. 10 to go. What have Swansea got to offer? Finch, Deacon and Pinder chasing. But they're running out of ideas, and they didn't have that many ideas to start with. Tia doesn't look like she's coming back. Chapman's on. Caitlin Chapman coming on instead of Chantel Tia. Disappointment for Tia. And Caitlin Chapman's just had a call-up by Gibraltar. Interestingly, she's from Northern Ireland. She's played for Northern Ireland, some of the younger teams. But her mum's from Gibraltar, and she's had a call-up. Well, Swansea are messing about again, and the New Saints are just going for it. Can they finish it here? Well, crowded out in the end. Well, Swansea really aren't helping themselves here. Francis Jones creates space, gets the corner. And you know what? It was the sub who just come on, Caitlin Chapman, with that chance.
Yeah, Swansea are just causing too many errors and giving TNS more opportunities than they're actually creating themselves. So, yeah, they'll be very disappointed with how many unforced errors probably that they've created today.
Francis Jones again. This is where they want to be. With the corner, straight across. Well, the defender left it, but you heard a shout from up here. The goalkeeper called for it, Charlotte Haynes. To be fair with the defence, maybe they should have just dealt with it and ignored the goalkeeper. Where's it landing? A chance again. Evans lost possession of Pinder again. It's one isolated Swansea player against so many New Saints players. Support arrived, the white shirts did arrive, but the New Saints were back there. They haven't stopped working, to be fair.
Yeah, TNS have really impressed me. Their energy, their intensity in and out of possession, and especially on transition moments, have been excellent today.
Nia Jones for Swansea. Dangerous moment for the New Saints. Deal with it. We're watching the clock constantly now. It's now or never, you'd think, for Swansea City as Nia Jones loses possession.
I think in there, Leah Lewis just showed her experience. We talk about the youth in TNS's team, but Leah Lewis playing as that sort of deep lying midfielder, she was so composed there on the edge of a box just to clear, didn't sort of snatch at it. She knew exactly what to do. So, you know, that's what I think is good. They've got quite a good blend in this TNS team of experience and youth.
She deals with everything. She even had to deal with a dog on the pitch earlier in this season against Barry. Captain does everything. You're the captain, you sort out the dog. I'm not sure if that's the official rule, but she did anyway. German Shepherd, in case anybody's wondering. One of the most bizarre moments of the season. This could be one of the biggest moments for the New Saints. They're through again. They've dominated this final. They're within 5 minutes of the final whistle. There was an offside in the end. They just looked so lively from start to finish. And they broke through again there.
Yeah, again, a lovely little flick from Lexi Jones. like first time recognising the run from a teammate and also the space in the wide area. Very good intelligence.
Finch to Deacon to Brisbane Hancocks. I feel sorry for I feel sorry for all of them. Some of them, like Finch, hasn't stopped working. Brisbane Hancocks, Nia Jones have been doing their best in midfield, just up against it from the start, really.
Yeah, I think Swansea have got a lot more width now with Stacey John Davis and Deacon on the other side. But if they can switch it, I think that would probably help. But again, there's only 5 minutes left, so it is going to be difficult to create anything.
Did they get it wrong with the formation?
I think so. I think the coaching staff, I'd be surprised if they didn't hold their hands up to say about the midfield overload that TNS sort of capitalised on.
What were they like midweek against, was it Ferry Cansaro?
Yeah.
Have they changed formation at all today?
I think they've tweaked it slightly. They had more in central midfield. It was a 0-0 game at the end, but they definitely had more control in that game.
John Davis in the middle, goalkeeper's out, does well. Becca Elliott did enough. Both teams had a plan, obviously coming into this. New Saints' plan has worked better. Strong tackle, to be fair. Jessica Williams had a tough night. The whole Swansea defence have had a tough night here at Newtown. And the New Saints will be pleased to be in this position. Throw in deep in the Swansea half. 4 minutes to go. They're nearly there.
Yeah, they'll be happy with this. You know, they still look like they're full of energy as well, which, you know, they've played so high intense football.
And at a time when Swansea need to be throwing everything at the New Saints, it's the other way around. New Saints attacking. There's going to be a yellow card here, I think. There it is.
Tactical foul, I think, you know, just to calm it and get players back again. Because if they would have broke then, and 3-2 would have been a nervy end. So actually really intelligent from Helen Evans there, just to get, I know she gets a yellow card, but it saved her team.
You get sent off if you play for Arsenal in that position. Anyway, that's my problem. They appealed, they won. Now, Helen Evans has done a bit of everything in midfield, even picking up a card for her team. She sensed the danger. Swansea have stolen possession for once. Stacey John Davis, Pinder in the middle, Deacon the sub, Nia Jones joining as well. Chance for Stacey John Davis to send it in. Nia Jones is waiting for it. Does it land kindly? It did. The shot veers wide. They'll get a corner.
Yeah, I think, you know, Stacey John Davis is having some joy out there. For TNS, they just need to probably get on her first touch more. She's allowed to cross the ball with ease without any pressure. So that's something for these last moments of the game to consider.
Goes over everybody. John Davis waiting for it. Strikes, took a deflection. It's a corner again. Bit of pressure mounting here. But there's 2-goal deficit. There's pressure, but it's not intense. It doesn't feel that intense anyway.
Yeah, TNS are sort of dealing with it. You know, they don't look like they're stressed out by these corners, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens if this goes in. Here they come again, near post, straight to the New Saints captain. And they're forcing them back. Deacon being forced back by Leah Lewis, and they have to go all the way back. Charlie Haynes, New Saints will be delighted with how they dealt with that corner.
Yeah, they will. They cleared it really well and then applied pressure to stop those forward passes. That was excellent clearance.
Chance now, Nia Jones with a pass, a tired pass, looking for Amy Deacon. Youngster couldn't get there.
Yeah, I think that's where they're trying to force a little bit more now, that forward pass. So if it's not like perfectly right, it is going to run out. So it is difficult in these moments when their effort is high, but maybe the detail is lacking just because of they know the consequence of being 3-1 down.
Jamie Sherwood's team have been well beaten here tonight. We're into the final minutes. They need a miracle. And apart from one massive mistake by the New Saints, handing them a chance on a plate in the second half, they haven't really been in it to be fair. It's been the new Saints' night so far. You can't really see that change in the next few minutes. Again, out it goes. We're hearing there's going to be 4 minutes added on at the end of the 90. Well, they've had nearly 90 minutes and they haven't been able to do much against the new Saints. Can't see much changing now, Nia.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Yeah, they have tried to sort of have a bit more pressure on TNS, but TNS have dealt with it very well throughout this 90 minutes, so I don't think 4 minutes is going to change.
They've beaten them twice in the league this season, the new Saints. They're about to win their 3rd game against Swansea, the biggest of the lot. The cup final, the first final of the season, the Genero Adran Trophy. First major final for the new Saints, as Maria Francis-Jones steals possession. Lexi Jones flicks it on straight through to Haynes, who boots it upfield, hopefully. Why not? There's a mistake. Pinder's in. Pinder for Swansea. Crowded out. Goalkeeper does well, but she's down. A chance for Deacon. A weak shot. Sums it up, really. Straight to Becca Elliott. They put them under pressure for once. It was Richards with a shot in the end. Not Deacon. But Richards has scored in every round. Couldn't add to that.
Yeah, she was sort of pulled a little bit there, Pinder, and if she would have gone down, that would have been
nearly
quite...
a foul by the keeper as well. I was thinking exactly the same thing.
It could have been dangerous if she would have gone down there, but she stayed on her feet, and I think it was Emily Richards that had the shot, and yeah, just didn't capitalise on that sort of ball coming out from Pinder.
And if she had gone down, and if they had scored a penalty, we'd have had a fun few minutes. We're just hearing the announcement. Player of the match, star of the game, setting a game, as we say, on Scorio. Gwennon Harris has picked Lexi Jones from the new Saints. Does Nia Davis agree?
Yeah, I do. I think she's been really effective. She started the second half slightly more quiet than she had, but then she's come back into this game. But yeah, that goal as well in the first half, yeah, just sums up her performance. Yeah, she definitely deserves it. 17
years old, Nia, what a night for her.
Yeah, definitely. It's so good to see how well she's fitted into this environment so quickly as well. So yeah, I'm delighted for her.
There's going to be one more chance maybe for Swansea here to whip it in, but time's running out. They just haven't been able to react after a disastrous start. Let's be honest, absolutely disastrous opening for Swansea in this game, conceding in the first 2 minutes an absolute howler, defensive howler, giving the new Saints the first goal. It was 2 after 22. Here we go. What have Swansea got to offer? It's a decent cross as well. Again, the Saints just deal with it and they'll clear it. Still sprinting upfield to put Swansea under pressure. Richard clips it on. Stacey John Davis is through. Couldn't control. Pinder for Swansea. Over the bar it goes. They haven't had many chances, and the ones they've had have been wasted, unfortunately.
Yeah, Stacey John Davis had 2 chances over the back line, and then Pinder's had 2, I think. And yeah, you think they should have probably done a little bit better with at least one of those to cause TNS some problems. But yeah, TNS have dealt with it, and yeah, they look so confident, even defending against a very experienced team.
3-0 after 25 minutes. Yeah, I know you can talk a good game and say, right, this time you can regroup, but you don't see many teams coming back from that, do you?
No, and you can see that Swansea have tried, but I think they've done excellently well to keep the momentum going for TNS. Sometimes you can lose that sort of effort, but they haven't.
I heard a whistle. I thought that was it for a minute. We were waiting for the celebrations, but a little peep by Cheryl Foster to signify the throw-in. But we've had the 4 minutes. It's a matter of time now. The new Saints about to make some history. Their first major trophy in the domestic game for the women's team. The men have been dominating it for the last 20 years and more. It's now the women's turn, and they've done it in style against Swansea City. The final whistle blows, the celebrations begin. A new name on the trophy. It's the New Saints. It's their first trophy, and frankly, it's glorious for this young side. They've smashed Swansea, the experienced Swansea City. The New Saints have done it. Shauna Duffy's side are about to lift the cup. Swansea are down. They're not out, but they've been shell-shocked. They are shell-shocked tonight. 3 goals down after 25 minutes. They didn't help themselves, but the New Saints don't care about that. They've loved every second of this final. We're going to get some reaction in a minute. Stay with us to see the cup being lifted as well. But we're going to get some reaction now from a very happy New Saints players.
Well, Chantal, what an afternoon. I don't know if even you expected things to unravel the way that they did this afternoon. What are the emotions at this point?
I don't know. I just can't stand still. I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm so proud of the girls. I don't really have any words. I don't think we knew, but we believed in ourselves, but I don't know what to say. I've got no words. I'm just absolutely buzzing, proud of the team.
I came to speak to you at Park Hall a week or so ago, and you told me that evening that as a team you felt like you were ready for this. But did you imagine in your wildest dreams that things would pan out the way that they did out there?
No, we knew we had to bring the intensity in the first half, and we just all worked together as a team. We got 3 goals quite early on, and then it made it hard for Swansea to come back in the second half. Fair play, they give it a good go, but we held our ground, and yeah, I'm just so proud of the girls, honestly. So proud of everybody. I'm absolutely buzzing.
Yeah, you got on that score sheet yourself very early. Can you remember the goal? What was going through your head at that point?
I just knew we had a game plan, high press, and I did that, and it worked really quickly on. So yeah, I was just did what Shauna told me to do, and it worked. Yeah, I've got no words. I'm just so happy.
It was a different Swansea side that came out in the second half, though, Chantal, and they did test you, didn't they? Stacey John Davis getting one back there, and we sensed after that perhaps there were a few nerves bubbling as well.
Yeah, definitely. There was a few nerves, but we held our ground and we game managed and we got the win. So yeah, fair play to Swansea. They came out really strong in the second half, but we won the game, and that's all that matters. So.
Well, listen, I know you're desperate to go and join the girls, so I'll let you go. But you created history this afternoon, Chantal. Llongyfarchiadau mawr, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Chantal Tia yn gymeriad mor annwyl. Llongyfarchiadau i'r Seintiau Newydd, noson hanesyddol iddyn nhw enillwyr tlws yr adran. I ni'n mynd i gael yr holl ymateb. I ni'n mynd i weld nhw'n codi'r tlws mewn ychydig o funudau ar amser am egwyl fer yn gyntaf. Dewch nôl ato ni mewn cwbl o funudau. Croeso nôl eto ni, mae wedi bod yn dipyn o noson fan hyn yn y dre newydd. Y Seintiau newydd yn middi Abertawe o 2 gol i 1 yn rownd derfynol tlws yr adran. Y tro cyntaf eriod i'r Seintiau newydd chwarae mewn rownd derfynol a nhw fydd yn codi'r tlws mewn ychydig o funudau. Mae wedi bod yn dipyn o noson i reolwr Siona Duffy. Mae'n braf iawn cael eich cwmni chi fan hyn ar S4C. Lily Jones, Gwennan Harris yn cadw cwmni fi. Wel, Lily, am noson, am y ymateb chwaraewyr y Seintiau jyst yn gweud y cyfan. Mae hwn yn meddwl y byd iddyn nhw.
Yndi, dwi'n chyfft iddyn nhw a llongyfarchiadau mawr i'r Seintiau newydd ar y buddigoliaeth. So oedd o'n ail hanner mwy cystadleuol, dwi'n meddwl, ond Abertawe methu wneud digon i cymryd dros y linell a y Seintiau newydd yn wneud y mwyaf honni.
Gwennan, o'n i'n sôn cyn y gêm, y Seintiau yw'r tîm sydd wedi syni ni gyd tymor yma. Ni gyd yn gwybod hefyd, yr holl waith sy'n mynd ymlaen tu ôl y llenni. Maen nhw wedi, wel, tîm lled broffesiynol erbyn hyn hefyd. Pa fath o neges ti'n credu mae hwn yn hala mas i weddill y gyngrair a jyst yn gwybod y cynlluniau sydd mor gyffroes sydd gyda nhw yn y clwb?
Un bwysig bys ni'n gweud o ran sut maen nhw wedi mynd ati i fuddsoddi. Dyna'n amlwg yn dod o arian mewn, ond y ffordd maen nhw hefyd i bod yn arwain oddi ar y cae. Denu chwaraewyr ifanc mewn, mae strwythurau gyda nhw. A y ffordd maen nhw wedi bod yn arwain o ran y chwarae yn proffesiynol hefyd. So chi'n gallu gweld gyda patio mae chwarae nhw. Gwych.
Nod yn hefyd ar reolwr Siona Duffy, mae rai ni sôn, dath i mewn ar ddechrau'r tymor. Tipyn o newid wedi bod 11 o chwaraewyr fi'n credu wedi newid yn y garfan. Gwennan, jyst nodyn ar be mae hi wedi bod yn neud.
Ie, gwaith campus. Mae'n dechrau gyda trefn. Ti'n gallu gweld pa mor anodd o'n nhw i torri lawr mewn adegau. Yn amlwg oedd y peli union gyrchol. Falle yn problem iddyn nhw, a falle o'n i sôn o'r blaen, y diffyg profiad i sut i delio gyda hwnna nerfusrwydd hefyd achos y sefyllfa gêm. Ond maen nhw wedi chwarae cryfder nhw yn y hanner gyntaf yn ywedig o'n nhw'n gorlwytho ochr dde y cae yn gorfodi Abertawe i ddod i chwarae allan. Yn amlwg rhywbeth tactic maen nhw wedi edrych arno wrth ddadansoddi'r fideo. A'r cyflymder oedd gyda nhw, o'n nhw'n digon hapus i gwrthymosod gan ystyried ac yn ymwybodol o faint o cyflymder gyda Lexi Jones yn ywedig. A be fi'n hoffi yw'r ffaith mae gymaint o chwaraewyr ifanc yn nhw. Maen nhw'n adeiladu am y dyfodol, maen nhw'n rhoi cyfle i'r ferched ifanc yma ar y llwyfan yma, sydd ond yn mynd i... Sorry, fi'n chwaith na achos mae Cheryl Foss yn trio denu sylw fi yn y canol. Wind-up merchant mae hi yn. Ond, maen nhw'n amlwg moyn rhoi'r cyfleoedd yna i ddatblygu. A na'r nod y gyngrair yma.
Ni'n gallu gweld Abertawe fan hyn yn mynd i gasglu medalau nhw. Lily, just pa mor siomedig fydden nhw. Fe wedys ti, fe wnaethon nhw ymateb yn yr ail hanner, ond gollon nhw gêm yna yn yr hanner cynta.
Yndi, does am teimlad gwaith na colli mewn ffeinal. Ond nath nhw dal i hynny'n gymaint sgwell yn yr ail hanner, dwi'n meddwl. So parch iddyn nhw i hynny. Ond sy'n newydd oedd tîm gwell ar y noson.
Newn ni glywed mwy gan y ddwy ohonoch chi yn y man, ond yn gyntaf ni'n mynd i weld y tlws yn cael ei gyflwyno. We're about to see the trophy presentation, so we can head back to Dylan Ebenezer. Nôl â ni nawr at Mike.
Diolch, Sioned. Here we go, it's a big moment for the new Saints. Helen Ward's there, one of the legends of Welsh football. Never mind women's football. There as part of the team. Nick Heslop's there from Genero, the sponsors as well, and Will Lloyd-Williams from the FAW boards handing out the medals with a pen behind his ear. All very casual. It's a good look, it's a strong look. The New Saints don't care, they want to get that trophy in their hands. Huge moment for this club. The men's team, well, the name's so familiar. It's an unusual name, let's be honest, harking back to Total Network Solutions. Now the New Saints, still TNS. The men's team have dominated. They still are dominating. But it's the girls' turn tonight. Their first major trophy. They've done it the hard way. They've beaten Cardiff. They've beaten Britain Ferry Llansamwel, the top two in their season's competition. Now they've beaten Swansea City. There's a new name on this trophy. The whole squad up for their medals. Teenagers all over the place. Olivia Buckland, Lexi Jones, 17, Grace Dunkley, 18. A young squad, a young team, a mixture of experience as well. Manager Siona Duffy has assembled some team. And the captain, Leah Lewis, the last to receive a medal, the first to get her hands on this cup, a new name on the trophy, a new era in Welsh football. Is this just the beginning for the new Saints? The party begins, the celebrations begin. Totally deserved a 3-1 victory. A great night. Congratulations to the new Saints.
A mae'r ymateb yn dweud y cyfan. Lily, felly bydd cwbl o Benetost yng ngharfan y Seintiau Newydd bore fori. Maen nhw'n mynd i fod mas yn dathlu heno. A maen nhw'n hyddi'r llwyddiant yma.
Yndi, maen nhw'n wir heiddi fel. Mae'n neis cael bach o silverware nôl yn y gogledd lan hefyd. Chwarae teg iddyn nhw, maen nhw'n heiddi bob munud o'r dathlu.
Dwi'n gobeithio ddim gormod, mae lot o nhw o dan oedran. Maen nhw'n digon i
Fel o'n i'n gweud, maen nhw'n tîm ifanc. Maen nhw'n tîm ifanc. Gwenan, twyd, o'n i sôn jyst nawr o ran y cynlluniau sydd gan y clwb. Mike jyst yn dweud i ni mor gyfarwydd a gweld tîm dynon y Seintiau Newydd yn amlwg yn ennill popeth. Pa mor braf yw e i gweld y merched a hefyd a phob parch i Gaerdydd i Abertawe. Gwely nhw newydd hefyd yn cystadlu gyda'r Goreon.
Ie, wel yn gyntaf, dyna beth sy'n digwydd pan ti bydd soddi mewn i ddau tîm, nid jyst un yn unig. So mae'n hyfryd i gweld bod hwnna nawr yn digwydd a mae'r chwaraewyr talentog yma'n cael y cyfle. A wedyn yn ail, fel wedys ti, a fel oedd Lily'n gweud hefyd, bod hwnna'n cael ei rannu allan o gwmpas y gwlad. Fi wastad i dweud, mae Gogledd Cymru yn hoped ar gyfer pêl-droed, yn wedig i pêl-droed ferched. Hyfryd i gweld y gemau cenedlaethol yn mynd draw fyna hefyd i Wrexham y fyd.
Mae'n i'n mynd i gael bach o ymateb nawr ni at Nicky John.
Well, Shauna, respectfully, you've managed to keep those emotions pretty contained up to that point, but tell me what's going on inside right now.
Oh, it's a really speechless, to be honest. Even with the girls struggling to find the words to express how proud we are of them, you know. It's been a long time coming for us at TNS, and all the hard work that we've been doing since pre-season really has led to this moment, and to be able to do it now in Feb, it'll definitely give us the boost that we need to really kick on now in the second half of the season. So yeah, just over the moon and really proud of every single person involved today.
Yeah, talk me through it then, because I mean before the game we spoke about being underdogs and whether that potentially suited you. From the off, you just looked like a team that were ready for it.
Yeah, and for us it's our first final, so especially every single player on that pitch, but also the girls off it, we know how much it means, and being front-footed, being aggressive with everything that we want to do is something that we try and stand by no matter who we play against. So it wasn't a game that we were going to hold off with. It was a game that we wanted to really to bring it to them and make sure we go and put them under as much pressure as we can, because if Swansea have time and space on the ball, you know, you'll get punished. So we needed to make sure that didn't happen.
Shauna, go and enjoy the celebrations. Really appreciate you coming to speak to us. Llongyfarchiad y mawr, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Ie, Shauna Duffy wedi cael y swydd ar ddechrau'r tymor. Pwy fes yn meddwl bydde hi'n ennill tlws yn ei thymor cynta hi wrth y llew. Reit ewn ni nôl at yr hanner cynta, nôl at y goliau. Gwenan, newn ni ddechrau gyda'r gol gynta, fel o'n i'n gweud, camgymeriadau gan Abertawe, ond y Seintiau Newydd yn cymryd mantais.
Ie, yn sicr. Wel, y dechreuad perffaith i ni, y dechreuad gweithio posib i Abertawe. Just, fi dal ddim yn siŵr beth cweit sy'n mynd trwy pen Caitlin Williams fan hyn, ond fi'n siŵr fydd hi'n dysgu o'n neu fi byth wneud eto. Fel ni'n gweud, just darllen y sefyllfa, gêm ymwybyddiaeth i gwybod troi'r gêm, troi'r pêl o gwmpas, a wedyn y reswm pan fi wedi dewis Lexi Jones fel chwaraewraig y gêm, a hwn yn un o'r prif resymau. Tro'r ffordd mae wedi gorffen y cyfle yna. Mae'n 17 mlwydd oed, cofio. So mae mor ifanc, a nath i chwarae gyda dim ofn o gwbl heddiw.
A wedyn ni fan hyn, Lily, pan dros pethau o ddrwg i wath i Abertawe yn anffodus.
Ie, croesiad gwych gan Maria Francis Jones, a yn anffodus Lauren Davies yn rhoi'r gol yn rhwyd i hun. Ond ia, pethau waith yn ymwneud o'r diwedd y gêm.
Ie, byddwn ni ddim moyn bod ar bws Abertawe yn drifo'r holl ffordd nôl lawr i'r de ar ôl y gêm yma. Reit, nôl ni at Nicky John i gael bach mwy o mateb.
Well, girls, those medals are looking pretty good around your necks at the moment. Helen, I'm going to come to you to begin with. I mean, what an afternoon it's been and what an experience.
Yeah, unbelievable experience. From being at this club for three or four seasons to win this trophy just means everything, and to bring our first piece of silverware back to TNS, it's unbelievable.
Not only was it a historic afternoon to get here to the final in the first place, but to get your hands on that first piece of silverware for the club. This is a historic occasion.
Yeah, it is, and we've got the backing from the club, and I presume they're all proud of us for doing this. But yeah, we'll go down as the first team, the women's team, to bring back silverware. So yeah, it's an unbelievable feeling.
Lexi, I want to come to you next, because that second goal, that was a fine strike from yourself. Tell me what was going through your head at that point.
Just absolutely buzzing just to get that in the back of the net. I don't really know what happened. It was all just a big blur, but I saw it go in the back of the net and I was just absolutely chuffed to bits.
And obviously you've had, as a group, a few minutes together now after the final whistle. What's being said at the moment between all the girls?
Just still can't believe it, to be honest. I think it's still not really set in yet, and just celebrations, and yeah, just really good.
Helen, I know that we've spoken previously where you've said, on previous occasions it's perhaps been about Swansea, it's been about Cardiff, but do you feel that you're setting out a bit of a statement to the rest of the league this afternoon as well?
Yeah, definitely. I think it shows completely that we can compete in this league and that we have been doing it all season, and I think just winning this trophy has cemented that for us, and yeah, we're going to push on now in the league and the other cup.
Well, listen, congratulations to you both, but in particular to you, Lexi, because you are Gwennan Harris's player of the match this afternoon, so big congratulations to you as well.
Thank you very much.
Well done, Lex. Thanks.
Lexi Jones yn wein o glist I glist fyna. Gwennan, o ran y Seintiau Newydd, edrych lan nawr at weddill y tymor. Be ti'n credu all ennill y tlws yma wneud i'r grŵp special iawn o chwaraewyr ifanc?
Gymaint o hwb. Ti'n pan ti'n ennill yr un gyntaf, mae fe'n ryddhad mewn ffordd, ond mae fe jyst yn cymhell I chi, mae'n fwy a fwy a fwy. So fydd nhw'n rhoi gymaint o hyder yn nhw wrth adeiladu lan, a gwybod hefyd bod y profiad yna. So, ni wedi sôn gymaint am y goliau hwyr, maen nhw wedi bod yn nil, Josi falle wedi ffeithio bach o tymor nhw. Bydd nhw'n helpu nhw yn y sefyllfaoedd yna fyd.
Lilian, glo iawn o ran Wrexham. Chi'n mynd I orffen yn y 4 uchel nawr. Seintiau Newydd I ysbrydoli ti hyn o fe?
Yndan, pam ddim. Fydd o'n her mawr I ni, ond pam ddim.
Gwennan, Lili, diolch o galon am eich cwmni chi. A Lili, mor braf cael ti'n rhan o dîm sgorio am y tro cyntaf. Wel, I ni'n gweld y dathliadau yn digwydd fan hyn, a fi'n siŵr mae'r dathliadau yna yn mynd I para'n hwyr iawn mewn i'r noson. Y newyddion I ddilyn ni fan hyn, wedyn ni y llais am 8 o'r gloch, Cwcman Cymru dydd Sul nesaf, mwy o bêl-drod byw ar sgorio. Ond wrtho fi, Lili, Gwennan, a'r criw I gyd fan hyn, diolch am wylio. Nos da.